Who the heck is Larry Fong? Well, before I talk to you about this wonderful cinematographer, I have to admit, he unfortunately was not my first choice for this presentation. In Time is actually one of my favorite movies, but someone else claimed Roger Deakins before I could. However, even with my bias for that beautiful film, I still love some of the work Larry Fong has done. I know the whole point was to make 300 look as if it was straight from the comic book, but personally, I just don't care for it. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying I wasn't the target audience. Watchmen, however, has an amazing style. Super 8 was amazing in all aspects, and I will absolutely die on that hill. Now You See Me kept me entertained, but the story just didn't make sense sometimes. And to be honest, I was high off of my ass when I watched Death of a Unicorn.
For science.
And admit, after rewatching, it looked pretty bland for being an A24 film. But I digress. If you don't already know Larry Fong's work, then you've probably never seen a Zack Snyder film, as the two have been close since they met at the Art Center College of Design. In an article from Poly, Snyder mentions Fong being dedicated to his work even back then. Fong went as far as renting a bobcat to dig a giant World War I trench in his backyard.
Production value!
Which is what resulted in such a long relationship. So it makes perfect sense that Fong would be one of Snyder's choices for the film 300, which is where Fong became known for using soft top lights that were diffused by large blue-dyed silks on the ceiling, simulating a blue sky. According to Fong himself, during an interview with Indie Mogul, the lights used for this were tubular in shape and completely custom. For the backlight, Fong says they used a BFL with a warm tone and harder shadows to simulate the sun. They also Hollywooded a 2-foot kino in front of the subjects for a catch light in the eyes. All of these techniques were what made Fong stand out to Snyder. But what was Fong doing before this? Well, Fong started out creating music videos, including the Google Dolls Iris, Van Halen's Right Now, and REM's Losing My Religion. All of which became winners of MTV's Music Video of the Year, and all also known for their beautifully imaginative and creative imagery. Fong's work on these music videos caught the attention of commercial directors, some of which include Jack in the Box,
Beat it, clown! Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah! Whoop 'em good, Jack!
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Battlefield 3, and the collab between Jeep and Call of Duty. And then, J.J. Abrams called. Fong first met Abrams while shooting a film in the neighborhood. Abrams was only 12 at the time, and looked up to the 18-year-old Larry Fong. Little did Fong know that this young boy would give him his first shot at working on a TV series, Lost. In fact, in 2005, the pilot episode was granted an Emmy Award, which led to the two collaborating once again on the Steven Spielberg-produced blockbuster Super 8. In this scene, Fong used tungsten lights with half CTBs covering them to create a soft moonlight effect. When the projector turns on, there's actually a bounce board being used, so that the light from it hits the subject's faces. As Alice comes closer to the camera, the light from the projector acts as her rim light, making her pop from the background, without having to add anything extra. Unlike all the extra hate Death of the Unicorn has gotten. Again, I admit the film was nothing new and a bit bland most of the time, but I still don't think it deserves as much hate as FilmSpeak's article gives it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a single article or interview that states what Fong used or did with this film. But there was a scene that was clearly just cross-key lighting, so I thought I would use that. In this scene, we can see there are no hard shadows, which tell me Fong used large lighting fixtures from afar and silks to diffuse them. And just before this, you can see a car driving near a lake. So Fong decides to use a cool tone on Elliot's face to simulate the light reflecting from the water, while on the left side of his face, there is a warmer tone coming from Ridley's side since the light is bouncing off of the landscape. Looking closer on Ridley's face, you can again see the warm tone on the left and the cool tone on the right. There also seems to be a tube-shaped catch light, which could also be acting as a fill at roughly 4 or 5 o'clock. However, that's about all my unexperienced eye can see from this scene. So, let's go into some honorable mentions of Larry Fong's work that I actually really enjoy. To start off, Larry Fong is a member of the prestigious Magic Castle in Hollywood. In fact, he used a lot of his knowledge in magic to help him create Now You See Me. He's even known for showing cast and crew magic tricks while on set to relieve stress. And even though I said I didn't care for the style of 300, I still really like this scene. This effect was actually created using 3 separate cameras with lenses of different focal lengths, which were then stitch morphed in post to give an illusion of zooming in on the action. Another scene that I really enjoy is the memorable train destruction from Super 8. I couldn't find anything on it, but this scene has to be inspired by Final Destination. I'm also just a little biased because I like trains. To wrap things up, Larry Fong is best known for his use of large light fixtures from far away to create a soft look that also works extremely well with VFX scenes. He also puts in a great amount of thought to color and tones based on where the subjects are. And that's really all you need to know about Larry Fong. So thank you all for listening to me ramble on, and I hope you enjoyed.